Hello, welcome to this week's tutorial. This week I'm going to show you how to make this very cute little elephant. Now some people were saying it looks like Dumbo, but that wasn't the idea. It was just a very cute little baby elephant. So that this cake is going to take you roughly, you want to give yourself a day to make this, or 2 half days actually, because you need some drying time for these big ears. And obviously this cake is very, very suited for a little baby boy, or you could change it to pink and do a little for a little girl, or anyone who loves elephants, which is most people I think. And the skill level for this is definitely sort of more your intermediate level for this cake. So it's been really good fun making it, and it's just got a very cute look about it. So hopefully you enjoy watching the tutorial. Okay, so let's just get the head carved first of all, so the body. So what we want to do is we want to leave a little bit of space on here, obviously, so that the head's not going to rock off. So all we want to do is just go round, just as what we do with the teddy bear, and just round off the edges really, just the same as before. Just going to go about there, and his eyes are going to be sort of here, just above his cheek. I think that feels good. Okay, that's fine. Right, okay, so there we are. So we've got the head and the body. And then the feet. Actually, we're not going to change the shape of the feet, we're going to leave them like that now. I'm just going to make sure they're both the same thickness, so they're there and there. So it's quite a big, we're going to have to cut out quite a big shape there. Now, just so that it's a little, because we're going to cover this all in one, so that it makes it a bit easier, you can see obviously that's not very close. So what we're going to do is just trim a little bit off the foot. Still see the line? There we go, looks like a strange thing, but just put a picture of that on Facebook and ask them what we're making this week. Okay, so there we are. Okay, and then it's just the normal situation. We just want to ganache all the way to the top. Okay, and then I just want to place that one on. Now actually it feels a little bit wobbly, so now that I've put that ganache on there, I'm actually going to refrigerate it at this stage because it just feels too wobbly, and that'll mean that'll all set and hold it on. And then when we bring it back out, we can then ganache over the feet. Okay, so that's that bit done, and then the exact same thing with the head, just hot water, and you see just putting that pressure on there. Alright, so okay, so the first thing is let's work from the front because we want the front to look nice. There we go. Take that off. Okay, so that's fine. Now, for some reason I've got a little bit of card sticking out there, which is not ideal, so I need to try and cut that away, but I'll do that later on. Just slightly start to neaten up. Just slightly giving it a slight more definition. There we go, so that's fine, just show you coming right to the bottom. So I'm going to stop there. Okay, so like that. Okay, and then just lift it up and over. Okay, and then we just want to trim away the excess. Place the head on. That's fine, and then just get the dowel. So what we want to do is we can just go straight in from the top. We can hide that hole with some sugar paste, don't worry about that. Okay, so I've got the sausage, and we just want to pop that in there and just tuck it in, and that's just going to stop the head from going anywhere. Okay, so roll it down. Now, I think that looks stumpy enough. That looks good. So I just want to cut that in half. Now just hold that up against there. Yeah, that looks good. So now we've got that shape, what we want to do is just taper it down. Keeping this bit, sort of neck. So just maybe cut that neat. Now bear in mind that the bow is going to be hiding the tops here. Yeah, that looks cute. Okay, so roll it down. It looks like a little trunk already, look. Right, sorry. Cute little elephant. Okay, so let's just check the size. I think that looks like a good, let's leave it on the big side. Yeah, I want it relatively chunky. Okay. We cut that away. So it's at slightly more of an angle. We want to then pop it on there. Like that. Once we've got that on there, I just want to have a feel like so. And just keep pressing to make sure that that's secure. And go back in and buff it, and that's what helps to get rid of the join. And there's little creases. It's obvious, just sort of more rounded. There we are. Good. Okay, so now if you want, you can do lines at the back as well. I'm just going to concentrate on the front. Now for the eyes, then you're going to use a small rolling pin. And if you imagine the ears are going to be sort of like here, so we want the eyes to be around about sort of there. And I'm just sort of pressing it in. It's still a bit wet from the glue. Just make sure we're in the middle. There we go. Right. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to make just some little markings for the nail part. And okay, so all we want to do is just put a semicircle line on top, like so. Like that. Nice bright orange. Okay, and you can see there we get the little nails coming in. Roll it out, get your knife, cut it in half. Okay, so we'll just concentrate on one to start with. So again, just rolling it out. Let's check it. Yeah, so that, you can see I've got way too much there, so I'm going to just cut a bit off. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So just round that end bit off there. And then in fact, let's just make sure we've got the same amount. We don't want it to be like Finding Nemo, where one's much bigger than the other one. And I want to start rolling down the ear. Now it actually might be quite good to use some CMC, just to give it a bit more strength, the ear. And just cut the line. Okay, and then the same thing again, we want to pinch Okay, so we want to lift it up. You want to sort of sit it on his leg, his foot, and then we just want to then pop that in there, like so. Now we want it to slightly flop over at the front, like so. Okay. So we're going to put the paint on now. So I've got some black food colour, just an airbrush one from Sugar Mill. And I've also got the Sugar Mill Dust, the white. Alcohol, just to turn it to a paint. And then a tiny little bit of black paint. There we go, darker. Oops, that was more than what I meant to put in. Oh yeah, that's it, that's good. Okay, just try and get into all the nooks and crannies. So in there I'll just paint using the small brush. Okay, so just go around and paint it all, and you see you're getting a really nice sort of elephant skin effect. So what we've got here is some shadow grey from Sugar Flare. Just pop some of that in, and we've got a little bit of black, just to get a little bit darker. Give that sort of definition. This is the fun part. You can see I'm not going too overboard, just enough so people can see that it's just a slightly different colour. I might put some darker dust in there as well. Okay, so you can see the difference between here and then this bit here. Okay, so we want to do the exact same there. Okay, we've done on there. Now what we want to do is just around the eyes, just to sort of give a little bit of darkness. The fact that there's a circle there, so just getting the blacky grey, and just use a brush and go back and forward. Oops. Right. Yeah. You can just get them nice and neat. Okay, and I think it should go on quite easy. Bits like that, and just cut it at the size. Okay, that's got a wee flick on it. Oops. So once you get that on there, just using a damp brush just to secure it on. Okay, so just gives it a nice little cute feel in there. And what I want to do is just cut the same size. I want to leave that relatively flat at the end. I've not stuck them on because I just want to see what I think first. There we go, nice. I'm going to leave them there because I'm not 100% sure, but we'll just leave them there just now. And then just cut so it sits nicely. There we go. Okay, so. Okay. And then I'm liking the polka dots. Oops. Around there, like that. That looks fine. Hides that horrible join. There we go. Right, I think we're all done. Yep, there we go. One elephant.